Hello everyone, my name is Dhruv. I am an intern at Lexis and Company, and today in this video we would be discussing the stages of a crime. How we can define that yes, this action of someone has reached to the level of crime. So there must be different stages to it. And now we are going to discuss briefly about those stages. So let's start with the video. So if a person commits a crime voluntarily or after preparation of doing the crime, it involves four stages. In every crime there is first intention to commit it, which is the first stage, and secondly it would be the preparation to commit it, which is the second stage, and then thirdly attempt to commit, because after before because before the accomplishment of any of the act or any of the crime there is an attempt to do it. So our third stage is attempt to commit the crime, and fourthly is obviously the accomplishment of the crime. Now these stages are they were just the names, and we are going to explain them in some detail. So starting with the intention. Now intention is the first stage in the commission of an offense, and it is known as the mental stage because one thinks the idea to commit a crime or he has an intent to do it, so it is all processed mentally. Now intention is the direction of conduct towards the object which is chosen upon considering the motives which suggests the choice of which suggests the choice, but the law does not take note of an intention. Now mere intention to commit an offense not followed by any act cannot constitute an offense, because there is no punishment in law just for thinking to do an offense unless and until the accused has not committed anything. He cannot be accused for something. So the obvious reason for not prosecuting the accused at this stage is because it is very difficult to prove the prosecution in the guilty person of a mind, as we cannot read someone's mind. Now moving towards the second step, which is preparation. So preparation is the second stage in the commission of a crime. It means to arrange the necessary measures for the commission of the intended criminal act. Now intention alone or the intention followed by a preparation is not enough to constitute the crime. Preparation has not been made punishable because in most of the cases the prosecution has failed to prove that the preparations in the question were made for the commission of the particular crime. Now if A purchases a pistol and keeps the same in his pocket, which is duly loaded in order to kill his bitter enemy B, but he doesn't anything, A has not committed any offense, as still he is at the stage of repression, and it will be impossible to for the prosecution to prove it that A was carrying the loaded gun only for the purpose of killing B. Maybe he has kept the guns for some another purpose. At the stage of preparation, we cannot prove anything about the accused, as he was doing that certain task for the purpose of for his purpose of committing the crime only. Now the third step is the attempt of crime, or the attempt to do. So attempt is the direct movement towards the commission of a crime after the step of preparation which is made. Now according to English law, a person may be guilty of an attempt to commit an offense if he does an act which is more than merely preparatory to the commission of the offense. Now in terms of preparation, if one has moved for one step further, so that will also be considered as an offense. So attempt to commit an offense is actually an offense. and the person will be guilty for attempting to commit an offense, even though the facts are that such that the commission of the offense is impossible. Now, at the time of attempt, when the situation is so tricky, so there are three essentials to it. Now, guilty intention to commit an offense. The second would be some act done towards the commission of offense, and the third would be the act must fall short of the completed offense. So if these essentials are there, attempt to commit an offense can be charged. Now, talking about the last stage, which is accomplishment or completion of the crime. So at the last stage in the commission of offense, when it is at the stage of accomplishment or completion, if the accused succeeds in his attempt to commit the crime, he will be guilty for the complete offense, and his attempt, whether it is unsuccessful or successful, he will be guilty for attempt only. So for example, A fires at B with the intention to kill him. If B dies, A will be guilty for committing the offense of murder. But if B is only injured, then in this case A will be guilty for committing the offense of an attempt to murder. As the murder is not happened yet, B is only injured, so we cannot charge him for murder. There will be the charge of the case of attempt to murder. So in this way, there are the different stages of crimes. So let's keep our video till here only. Thank you.